Hey lovely people, it's Simone and I'm the founder of Curl Story Co. and I'm here to show you how to wrap our satin lined wrap bonnets. And with me today I have the Majesty Satin Wrap Bonnet. As you can see, the inside is nice and smooth so your hair will not snag, it will not be frizzy, your hairstyle will stay intact overnight and you will protect your crown in style. So I get a lot of questions asking how to tie this wrap, and that is why I am here today to show you how I tie my wrap. So first and foremost, the way that you tie your wrap depends on the end product that you wish to achieve. A lot of people, when they purchase this wrap, they're looking for more of a elongated crown type of look. And my advice is the easiest way to achieve that type of look is to have a foundation. What I mean by that is if you want some length towards the back of your hair, you have to create that effect. And so what I would suggest and what I do, I'm going to secure my hair back. Perfect, my hair is back in a bun, doesn't have to be anything neat because we're gonna cover it. And I pop my cap on, here we go. Another question that I get, and if you have a lot of hair, this might not apply to you, but if you have shorter hair and you're looking to size down the wrap, what you can do before you start tying, you can just take the edges of, I keep calling it a wrap, the bonnet. It is a wrap bonnet. You just take the edges and flip it once or twice, depending how small you would like for your wrap to be. But even if I just do it once, it's ideal. So as you see, I just flipped the band up once, and now we're gonna start tying. So unlike the regular satin bonnet, the satin wrap bonnet comes with these two little flaps of fabric here. And this is what differentiates it. And this is what makes it way more versatile than a regular traditional bonnet. So what you wanna do, you wanna make sure that both pieces of fabric are flat, they're not twisted, because you have to start with a nice flat foundation to get that clean final look. So I'm gonna take one side and I'm gonna bring it over the front. I wouldn't worry too much about covering this quite yet because we can always adjust that later. So I take the one side, bring it to the front like this along the edge, and I'm just gonna let it hang out here for a sec. We repeat the process on this side. So again, I'm gonna make sure that the back is flat. I'm going to bring this flap over the front like I did the last flap. See how they meet in the middle? And then I'm going to bring it over to this side. What you want to do when you're wrapping your wrap bonnet is make sure that it is nice and tight to the head. This is what gives it its flawless, neat pulled together look. Okay, so now we're going to continue with the second flap and bring that around yet again, but a bit higher than where the last rotation ended. So we're gonna bring it around. And again, I wouldn't be too concerned about the structure of the wrap at this point. We have plenty of a chance to fix it later on. So again, I'm bringing it back over to its side and letting it hang out there for a sec. Back to the first flap that we brought over first. We didn't forget about it. We're going to mimic what we did on the other side. This side might be a little trickier because this flap is now under the other one as opposed to over it, but that's fine. We can still work it out. We're doing the same thing that we did on the other side. We're bringing it over and then we're going to tighten again. Always tighten before you do another wrap around. We're going to continue with the one that we just flipped around. And we're going to mimic that. Sorry, if I look over here, it's because I'm referring to my mirror so I don't look completely crazy. There we go. And as you can see, we're starting to run out of wrap, which is perfectly fine. That's what we want. back to our other side. What we do to one side, we do to the other. It's like a math equation. So as you can see, we are at the end of our wrap. We can do two things here. What I like to do is just take the ends and tuck them. So I will go to the back. I feel for right here underneath, and then you tuck this underneath that, going upwards. I don't know if you could see what I'm doing, but I will repeat it on the other side. So we have this side out still. We're going to find the lowest point right here, and we're going to tuck that under. Okay? And then your wrap should be fairly secure. This is when we start to adjust. This is when we make it look pretty. It's already pretty, but we want to make it look prettier. So with that excess at the back, we can go right ahead and tuck it into the top of this flap. These flaps are amazing because they can also hide the extra fabric. So life hack. So we're tucking this into the top of the flap. See right here? Where the top of the flap is, I'm tucking that extra bonnet down. And then I'm going to repeat the process on this side. This looks weird. We want it to have a symmetrical look. So I'm going to take this extra right here and tuck it down into the top of this flap. Here's the top of the flap right here. We're just going to take the excess and tuck it down. And this is where you can kind of play with your wrap to make it look exactly how you want. But yeah, this is how we tie our wrap bonnets, our satin wrap bonnets. Again, this is Majesty. Another thing, I know some people might be concerned about the tuck. That's the beauty of these bonnets. You can do whatever you like with it. You can accessorize it. You can tie it in different ways. This is just one way. This is just the more common way, but there are so many options. We have so many prints to go with any outfit you can think of. You are good to go with these wraps. You can just quickly run out. You looking all cute. This could be your statement piece, or even if you just want to look cute in your house. It's up to you. You have options. But what you can do, like I was saying, if you're not comfortable with the tuck method, something else you could do, and see, it's pretty secure because now that I'm pulling on the flap, it is not coming out. It is in there good. If you tuck it properly, it will not go anywhere. But for the sake of just showing you how to do this in a different way, instead of bringing these two flaps over each other and tucking, you can also tie it right here. You can give it a little tie. You can, I do it in different ways. I'll either tie it, reverse, come back so it's like a little bit of a knot, and then I will tuck these ends, or you can tie it, make a bow. Now you got a cute little bow that you can just play with and place wherever you like. See, I'm sure your bow will look better than my bow, but just for the sake of showing you the possibilities with this wrap. So that's it, guys. That is how I wrap my Majesty Satin Wrap Bonnet from Curl Story Co. I would love to see how you guys wrap your wraps, and if you have any suggestions or tips, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for your continued support, and happy 2021. We will talk soon. Take care, everyone. Stay safe.